Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim here. I wanted to quickly make this video because I have a stock that I think will do extremely well in the coming months. And that stock, it's not AI, it's not tech, but believe it or not, it is Nike. And I want to go over the reasons why I think this stock will be performing well. Um, so, the first reason is the technical reason. So, let's dive right into the chart. So this is not on log scale. And you can see that we are sweeping this low right here. And we have a few hours left in the session today before the weekly close. I'm on the weekly time frame here. I truly believe if this can close above this wick low, it would solidify a really nice swing failure. And I think that would be ultra bullish, but it does not have to close above this. It would be more helpful for the bull case if it does, but it does not have to. The next technical piece of reasoning is this is a volume profile node swung all the way back from 2015. So this is 10 years of volume of this range. And as you can see, we just bounced off the point of control, which is the highest volume node of this entire range. That to me is extremely bullish. And as long as we hold above this volume area, this stock is bullish. Now, invalidation would be closing below the volume area, retesting it, and rejecting it. But we're not getting that right now. In the midst of all this bad news, and you can see the Nasdaq is down 4%. Nike is actually up 5%. So this is a very, very positive sign that buyers are stepping in at these high volume nodes. Now, the third piece of technical analysis is when we jump onto log scale. I'm actually going to go to the monthly time frame here, and we're going to zoom out on Nike stock all the way since its inception. And what you can see here is a parallel channel dating back from 1997. 1997. I mean, you can see one tap, two tap, three tap. And then up here is the top of the parallel channel. And as you can see right now, we have slightly broken below it. Now, that is okay because what matters is the closing price of this monthly candle. You can see March's monthly candle closed within it. And obviously, today is April 4th. So we have 26 or so days left in this monthly candle. And I firmly believe that probability wise, if we can close back within this channel, we are going to retest the top of the channel, which is about $321. Now, from current price to the top of the channel, that is a 400% move. And if we go all the way to $400, that is a 651% upside move. Now, this won't happen in, a few days, but if you are looking for solid fundamental long-term stocks to purchase on this dip, everybody is looking at AI. Everybody's looking at tech. But what kind of stock has always been around that people are going to continue to need? And they're always going to need shoes. They're always going to need clothing. Now let's talk about the fundamental reason real quick. So this stock has been on a downtrend since 2021, absolutely getting crushed, right? And that's okay, right? But recently, what has happened? So Trump has put tariffs on Vietnam. I believe it was 36% tariffs. That was 2 days ago. Now, on that news, we have this candle taking us from $80 all the way down to $53, a huge drop. Now, the reason for that is because Vietnam is the number one manufacturing hub of Nike products. They produce 50% of their shoes just in Vietnam. They have over 500,000 factory workers at their factories in Vietnam. So to have a 35% tariff is absolutely crazy. And on the surface looks really scary for the company, and that's why we have this strong sell-off. However, today Trump tweeted that I believe it's president or prime minister, I'm not sure what they call it, but whoever's the leader in Vietnam, they call his last name is Lam, Lam. He said that he is willing to go to 0% tariffs to negotiate a deal with the United States. That is huge, guys, because if they go to 0% tariffs, the US could go to 0% or maybe 5-10%, a very low tariff amount that will not impact Nike's business. And so they are one of the first, if not the first country who said that to Trump and who is willing to actually negotiate. So this is a huge positive sign, because if that clears up, then this sell-off was an overreaction, and we can easily reclaim this parallel channel, which technically would allow us to go to the next highest point of the channel up here at about $300. Now, one more thing, fundamental wise, right now we're trading at 19 times earnings, which is actually very cheap for this stock. I mean, you have stocks like Nvidia trading 80 times earnings, right? And then the average for the S&P 500 is 30 times earnings. So we are 10 times below earnings as the average. So that's another fundamental reason. So I am going to be a big buyer of Nike in this area. And guys, if I'm wrong, totally fine. If we lose this zone, I will cut my position. I'll lose maybe 10-15% max, but the upside potential is 600%. So that is a bet I am willing to take. And again, this is not financial advice. You make your own decisions. I'm simply presenting the information of what I am doing, and I think that this is a great point to do this. And I do think the entire market will bounce. If you haven't seen my video from yesterday, go check that out. But for NASDAQ, we are looking for an additional 5% move down, 5 to 6% move down. And I think that will be the bottom of this correction before new all-time highs. I think everybody is so fearful, and it's really not justified at all. I think everything is going to be okay. So start looking to buy the dip, in my opinion. Add to NASDAQ positions, S&P positions. That's personally what I'm doing. But Nike, I think, looks really good here. So if you have any questions or thoughts about this, let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want the most up-to-date things that I'm doing with my portfolio and trades, go ahead and follow on Twitter. I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully we get some green candles on Nike.